So this is a paper we're going to revise today, in which we are going to revise the document production and we are going to revise the presentation. After we finish revising all the paper, I mean the production of the document and the presentation, we'll start a new topic in database. We will just start from the scratch to revise or to give you all the information of the database, how the database is used and how we use that data and we organize the data. First of all, I'm going to create a folder. I will consider this folder as the work area. So I'll just give a name as grade 10 work area. So this is the folder in which we are going to save our files. Our files are going to be saved in this folder. Then I'll go directly for the paper, the question paper. This is a paper of, this is a code for the subject 0417, and this is a paper variant, paper 2 variant 2. The exam of 2025 May June. The duration of the exam is 2 hours 15 minutes. These are the files provided to be used, files that support you during the exam. Whenever they ask you to open any of these files, you have them here in confidential source files. So these are the files. You have to compare the files provided, the files supplied, with the files that you have here. So these are the supporting files you have been supplied with them. The first task, and I wish that you are familiar to this task, the evidence document. We are going to open the evidence document. We'll add name, center number, and candidate number on the header of this document, and we'll save the document with the name given here, and we're going to save it as a Word document. You know that this document is going to be used during the examination time for screenshots. Whenever you are instructed to take a screenshot, the screenshot will be taken and placed here in this document. So let us just start the first task by opening and adding the information, the candidate information. So this is the part which I'm going to do with you now here. Open this file, add your name, center number, and candidate number, and then save it with this name. You know that here we have the files. This is the evidence file. Just double click it. This will open for you the file. After we finish from this and let the system to load the file, meanwhile we'll take a look into the second task. Task 2, in which we are going to do the document. You are going to edit document about Marathon. The company uses the corporate house style, and I wish that you know what is corporate house style. Anyone can tell me that what is meant by a corporate house style? that used by the company for their documents. The company uses this for all documents. So what is corporate house style? Anyone can tell me? Meanwhile, I will add a header by clicking on insert from the main menu to insert the header. Let me just close this. Insert header, 3 columns, right align, insert your name, center align, insert the center number that provided, and insert the candidate number right align. Close the header and footer and save the file by clicking on File, Save. Then browse to the work area on the desktop. I'm going to save this in grade 11, grade 10 work area with the name given on the question paper, and I will change the format to a Word document. Save the file and proceed on. Here we have the second task in which you are asked to edit the document marathon, and the company uses the corporate house style. Nobody answered my question now. What is corporate house style? Do you remember what is meant by corporate house style? Yes?
Yes. We said that it's a style like the company uses. It's like the formatted rules of the company in all its documents. It uses the same appearance, like they use a specific paragraph style, the same font. So this, we say that they do this like to make them recognizable. So this will like make them identifiable for their clients and customers. When they see like an advertisement, something in their website, they know that this is that.
Very, very good answer. Yes, exactly. These are the styles, the paragraph styles that used by the company for all documents so that they can it is possible to be recognized just as an identity for them. They will use it in all type of documents, whether for advertisement on the screen, I mean in a poster, or even in their website, in their leaflets, also in the letters that they use for communication, for the email. They will use these uh, paragraph style so that it will help them in recognition, and also it helps them to be applied very fast, easy and fast applying for styles that make them get recognized. Here in this paper, paragraph styles have been modified. Paragraph styles must be modified for any style they ask you to modify. So you have to modify the style and apply as instructed. So whenever you are instructed to apply the styles, you have to do that. Using suitable software package, open the file marathon. So let us, the first thing to do is to open this document in our application. I'll go back to the confidential files. So here we have the supporting files. Which file is supposed to be opened? Yes? According to the instruction that are given here, that which file is supposed to be opened from the list?
Marathon.
Okay, so we're supposed to open the second file from last. This is the file marathon, which is going to be edit. They instruct you that the page setup is set to A4. This is the size of the page, and the orientation is set to portrait. Margins set to be 2 centimeters, and you are instructed not to change these settings. Let us just check them. We are not going to edit the setting of the page layout, but let us just take a look into this. From the layout, just focus on the page setup. You will find that the size of the page is A4, which is by default is A4, and even it got set to A4 so that this the page size which is going to be used. And the orientation here is set to portrait. You can even take a look here into the margins. So just go for custom margins to view the different setting. And you can take a look at that here that the margins is set to 2 from all sides. Just confirm this and go back to the question paper. Save the document in your work area with the name marathon. The save file going to be used with this name, but you have to make sure that it is saved in the document of the saved in the format of the document that you are the software that you are using. The file is provided as RTF, rich text format. It's supposed to be saved as a Word document because we are going to use Microsoft Word. So you have to save it with the same format of the software that we use. I'll go back to our document. Then we click on File, Save As. I'm not going to click on Save. Anyone can tell me that the difference between why we use Save and why we use Save As?
We use save as because we want to save it in a different location and with a different format. But if we click on save, this means that we're going to save it in its current location with its same name.
So any update that we are doing, excellent. Any update that we are doing, if we want to save it in the current location and in the same file with the same name, then we click on save. But if we want to change all these things, the location, the folder, the file name, and also the file type, then we click on save as. Save as enables you to change the 3 stuff: the location, the name, and the format. So I'm going to click on save as, and I will specify our work area as instructed to save the file here. So it will be saved in this location in your work area and saved with the name given, and I will change the type of the file. According to the question, they said make sure that it is saved in the format of the software you are using. So they think I have to save it with which type? Which format is supposed to be used? They ask you to save it with the format of the software you are using. You have to save it as
Word.
Word document. Excellent. Click on save and back to the question paper. They said place in your evidence document screenshot. This is the first screenshot to show this file has been saved. Make sure there is an evidence of the file type. Give an evidence that you save it as a Word document. We'll go back to the work area, which is on the desktop, grade 10. I'll open that. And you'll find that, yes, the file is saved. And if you just expand the folder here, oh, sorry, this part, you will find that the data or the file is saved with this format as a Word document. I'm going to take screenshot for this and place it in our evidence document, including the work area, the name of the folder, back to the evidence document, and I will just place this here. This is the first evidence. Back to the question paper. Place in the header of the marathon document your name, center number, and candidate number. Write a line. So we are going to insert, write a line, the name, center number, and candidate number, and place in the footer automated page numbers. Write a line as well. Let's go back to the document. Click on insert, header, 3 placeholders, delete the left one, the middle one, and just type your name, and the center number, and the candidate number. All of them are right aligned. Write your name in full and make sure that you have spaces. Either separate them by commas, spaces, or any other symbol that like slashes, semicolon, and so on. Or you can even keep a space between these information. Go to the footer. Again, we'll add 3 columns, 3 placeholders. Delete the middle one, which is not required. Delete also the left hand, and here select the right align placeholder. From the quick parts on top, go to the field that adds for you the automatic information. All the information that they ask you to add it automatically, you have to select it from quick parts and then click on field. You can scroll up and down in the list here to add the category. I'll go directly to the page by pressing on P, which will take me directly to the page, and the page number with different format is shown here. I'm going to use just a simple start one. Click on OK. So you'll find that it got applied. We have it in the 2 pages. We have only 2 pages. So we have page 1 and page 2. On the header, on the 2 pages, we'll have also the name, center number, and candidate number. Make sure that it is aligned with the page margins. If you just click here, you'll find that it got aligned with the margin. Also, in the paper, they will ask you to confirm that things. Make sure that all the alignment match the page margins. No other text or placeholder are included in the header or footer area. The header and footers are displayed on all pages. Just make sure about these things and then close the header and footer. Close the header and footer and continue ahead. At the start of the document, on a new line, enter the title, marathon information. So this would be the title of our document. You have to add it at the start of the document. Back to the document and put the pointer in the first line at the beginning. Press enter to add a blank line. Then type in the title. The title marathon information is added, and then they ask you to apply the title style to the text that enter in step 3. I'll open the styles on the style manager. How to do that? You just in the home tab, you have it here. You can see that you can see the styles. To add or to show the style manager, style organizer, you just click on the bottom right corner. On the bottom right corner, just select the TM title to apply the style to this text. That clear?
Yes.
Either put the pointer on the line or highlight the text. Highlight the text or just put the pointer, the cursor, in the line and then apply. Click on apply or click on the name of the style. It will apply for you the style there. This is the first style to be applied according to the question and step 4. The style named TM body had been already created, stored, and applied to the entire text in the document. Modify the TM body style to all the following formatting is applied. Look here, we have the specification in which the font style is sans serif and the font size is 11 points. The alignment is justified. The enhancement, no enhancement. The text shouldn't be bold, italic, and the line or capital. So no enhancement. The line spacing, the space between lines is 1.5. Space before and after paragraphs, okay, are 0. So no space before any paragraph, no space before any, no space after as well. We'll go for this to modify. We'll go, I mean, for the body style and apply the things, modify all of them. But before we go to the, I have a question for you that we have 2 families of font, serif and sans serif. Anyone can tell me the differences between these 2 families? Yes, grade 9, grade 10. What are the differences between the serif font and sans serif font? Yes, anyone?
We said that the serif font is it's the font with the small decorative lines, or what we call them strokes, at the ends of the letters, which is, for example, as we use the Times New Roman. And the sans serif is without these small strokes, and for example, as we use the Arial.
Excellent, excellent, very good, very good. I appreciate that. A perfect answer. Sans serif, okay, is for all members where the font is not decorated. The font has no strokes at the end of each letter, and the style is completely plain. Whereas the serif font is decorated font for all the members in the family, and also you will find that there is strokes at the end of the letter. We use as a formal font, we use sans serif. For sans serif, we use Arial, and for serif, we use Times New Roman. So let's just go and apply these. We are going to change and modify that. Back to the document, and this is a style to be modified. Just click on the I prefer to place the cursor in one of the paragraph. Don't leave the pointer in the title. Just keep it beside any paragraph, and then you can either right click on the style from the name or go to the arrow to click on modify. This will show you the specification of the TM body style. Here we have Times New Roman. You have to change this to Arial, as we mentioned, because they said set it to be Arial or set it to be sans serif, which the Arial is one of the members of this family. Arial is a plain font, has no strokes or design or decoration. And what is the size they ask you to apply?
11.
11. So you have to change this to 11. And what about the enhancement? We have here italic. Are we going to use it?
No.
No. So deselect the italic, so no enhancement. The preview here is showing you now everything is just deselected. There is no enhancements. You can take a look here, and also the specification is shown here in this rectangle below the review. You will see that all the fonts that applied. We go to format, paragraph. Here we have to set the alignment to just take a look into. I'll show you the alignment is supposed to be justified, and the line spacing is 1.5 and the spaces before and after are 0. I'll go back to apply this. So here in the paragraph, the alignment is justified. Space before and after are 0. So here we have to apply 0 for the before and after, and the line spacing is already single. Click OK so that it will be shown here. All the styles that you apply will be shown here.
Okay.
And the preview was shown on top. Yes?
The line spacing is 1.5.
Okay, it is 1.5. Okay, good. I thought that it was single. Anyways, go back to the paragraph style to change this. With that you mentioned before we just go ahead. So we are going to apply it as 1.5. Click OK so that it will appear on the, you can see it here. This line spacing is 1.5. Back to the paragraph so that you can take this as a screenshot. You can take one even, or you can display this as well to take the screenshot for the entire area. When we just the entire area can be, you can just even do it for this part, or you can even select the two of them. Click OK and OK. It will be applied immediately. You can see that got applied immediately, and go back to the evidence document to place the screenshot in step 5 evidence. Back, locate a table in the document, delete the entire column and contents with the heading rating. So just go to the document and locate this table and delete the column that headed with rating. Back, just search for the table, locate the table is here, very clear. Select the corner here. When you click on this corner, top left corner icon is shown here. Just when you select it, this will select for you the entire table. You can view the borders by selecting borders so that the table will appear very clear. This is a column they ask you to delete with its contents. Just select it and right click, delete columns. So the column got deleted. Back to the question paper. Format the left column of the table so that it looks like the left column of this table. The specification of this column, all cells within the column are merged. The text direction is from down to top. It is center aligned vertically and horizontally, and the background is black. The text is white. Clear? So we have to highlight the column, all cells within the column, right click, merge cells, again right click. You can do this also from here, but I prefer to do it from here. After you can just go to text or to change the text direction, and we apply. Which one we supposed to apply?
The left.
Yeah, the left one. It is from bottom to top. Click OK. And from the table layout, I can select one of these alignment, which is centered, aligned vertically and horizontally. When you select the middle one, this will show you the alignment, which is aligned center, vertically and horizontally. Then you can go to the Home tab and apply the background to be black and the text to be white. Just let us apply white text. Clear?
Yes.
Yes.
This is our instruction number 7. Scroll down. They said format the left column of this table to have a width of 1.5 centimeter, and take a screenshot showing how you apply this, from where. Place this in your evidence document. So let us just apply it and take a screenshot showing that from where we set this. Back to the table, and your pointer, make sure that your pointer within the column or inside the column, and just back to the table alignment or table layout. And here you have the height on top and you have the width here. This is the height and this is the width. They ask you to change the width to 1.5, right? Either use the arrows on top and bottom, or you can enter the data manually. It's up to you to just to check from here. It's 1.5, right? Centimeter. So this is the place from where we set the size of the column. Take a screenshot for this. and place it in your evidence document. This step in evidence should be placed here. You can resize it to be clear also. It's clear for the examiner. Back to the document, to the question paper. Select the subheading history and the following text up to the to a paragraph that ends with their best performance. After we select the area, they said, change the page layout so that only this text is displayed in 2 columns of equal widths, with 1 centimeter place space between the 2 columns. So let us just select the area of the text from the subheading history up to the paragraph that end with their best performance. Let us just search first for the paragraph. That the subheading is very clear, but first search for the paragraph. You can press Ctrl F to search the document, type in the text, and this will take you directly to the space or the place. Close the search pane and start highlight. I can highlight from down, highlight up to the paragraph, up to the subheading that shows history. So this is the area where they ask you to change the layout to be 2 columns with 1 centimeter space, or 1 centimeter space between the 2 columns. I'm sorry that today I have a flu. Maybe the audio is not that much clear, but just pray for me. We go here to the page layout. We go to columns. We go to more columns. And just enter the number of columns you're going to use, or you select the preview here. About the spacing, don't change, don't do anything in the widths. The widths will get changed automatically. You just change the widths, change the space between them. The space is set 1, so just select 1 and click OK. Now we have 2 columns for the area selected, 2 columns and space, 2 columns with the same widths, with the space between the 2 columns 1 centimeter. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, back to the question paper. They said import the image history and place it in the paragraph begins with legend has it. So you have to search for the paragraph that starts with this. They said legend has it. Just go back to the document again, Control F, and type in the text. Yes, we have it here. Close the navigation pane, and here they ask you to import the history image. Click on Insert after you place the pointer here in this place. Let us just take a look into the, they said import it. Okay, so, and then reflect the image so that the man faces the left. Select image, and then I'm going to import it from the computer. and then you have to go for the location. This is the folder, but this is the image. Select it and click on insert, or double click on the image directly in the folder. The man is facing the right. They ask you to reflect. Flip it horizontally to face, okay, left. Let us just confirm the question. Reflect the image so that the man faces the left. So you take a look here. We have the format picture here. Picture format is shown here. You can come to the rotation, and it's supposed to be flipped horizontally. If you just click on this, the man will face the left. This is done. Go back to make the other formatting for the image. Format the image so that it is resized to a width of 3 centimeters with the space, with the aspect ratio maintained. By default, by the way, by default, the aspect ratio is maintained. If not, then you have to check, because when you change the width, the height will change automatically. This is what is meant by the aspect ratio. You can confirm that even. You go back to the document, the image is selected. You can take a look here that the width and height are shown. You can click on the bottom right corner to confirm the aspect ratio is maintained. If these two boxes are ticked, that means the aspect ratio is maintained. You can change from here, or you can change from here. This is the height and this is the width. You can change from outside, or you can change from here. This, they said, change to this to be what? The width
3
to be
centimeter.
3 centimeter. Okay, just click on 3 and click OK. You can see that both now change according to the aspect ratio. So the proportion will be proper, and the image will not get distorted. Otherwise, if you change only the width and the height remains as it is, the image is going to get distorted. Back to, so the first line is done. They said it is aligned to the right column. Aligned to the right column. Okay, guide at the top of the paragraph, starting with the legend has it that. And also the text is wrapped. One of the recommendations that I'm supposed to show you before you change the position is better to wrap the text. When you want to format the image and they ask you to change the position, don't change the position before you just change the wrap. So wrap the text first and then change the position. To wrap the text, you can see here that click wrapping text and select tight. I'll take it a little bit down to adjust it to be precisely set it, and then from the position here, okay, go for more layout options, and in the alignment they said align it left or right. They said align it right to the column. Align it right to the column. So click OK, and the image will get aligned to the right of the column. Clear?
Yeah.
So this step also is done. They said apply the table style to only columns 2 and 3 of the table, so that the column 1 will not change because you already set it. Make sure that all the text on Let us just do the first instruction, and then we'll just go for the make sure what and what. So we are going to apply the table style to the table, not to the entire table, only for column 2 and 3. Select, make sure that, look here, I'm going to start it from here until here. So highlight column 1, column 2 and 3, and click the TM table style. This will apply for you the table style, the specification of the table styles. It will be applied for column 2 and 3. Then they ask you to make sure. Let us just see what they ask you. They said, make sure that all the text of each row displays on one line. There is no splitting of text, no wrapping of text in any of the rows. Okay, can you see in any of column 2 or 3 any text which is wrapped or it is split into 2 lines? I think nothing, right? If there is something like that, you can right click, okay, then go to, you can right click on the highlight and go, actually we can do this from the entire selection. Okay, go for the auto fit and just click on auto fit to content, that in case the there is any splitting or there is any wrapping of text, but there is no, so you don't need to do that. Back, so all the text is properly displayed. Make sure that there is 1 point black internal and external grid lines, the borders, the grid lines must be, okay, 1 point. By default it is half point. Oh, make sure that it is black and it is 1 point. To do this part, okay, let's go back to the document and make sure that the entire table is selected. Right click, go to the table properties, and in the table properties select borders. These are the grid lines, internal and external, borders and shading. Make sure that by default the color is black, but yet make sure that the color of the grid lines is black. And also look here, the width is half point. They set it to be 1 point. Select 1 point and click OK. Now we have it a thicker. Instead of 1 half point, it will be 1 point. Then they said that the table borders and all the data fits within the column widths. Shouldn't be more or less. The borders and the content of the document, okay, you have to make sure that it is within it fits within the column widths. Means it is not more nor less. To confirm that even, you can right click after you select the entire, just go for auto fit and select auto fit to window. Auto fit to window, if even there is slight means it's not within the column width, so you just right click auto fit to window, it will fit it within the column widths. So the column width is from here to here. The point is clear. Then they said that there is 6 point. Make sure that there is 6 point space after the table. Means the table is not attached to the paragraph. Look here, the table is completely attached to the paragraph, and they said that there should be 6 point space between the paragraph and so below the table. Highlight the paragraph, right click, go to paragraph, and ensure that there is a space before the paragraph. Space before paragraph means space after the table. Click OK, and you will find a space there. Clear?
Yes.
Back to okay. I think we have about 2 minutes left in the class, right? I think we can finish the document. They said the spell check and proofread your document. We have to check the spelling, and we have to just proofread the document to ensure that the table is not split within 2 columns or 2 pages. And also there is no widows, no orphans. You know that the widows and orphans are technical errors. I'm going to ask you about these. Okay. What are the technical errors that we have or called widows and orphan? Anyone? What are the technical errors that called widows and orphan? Anyone?
We said that like the window is the last line of the paragraph. When it appears at the top of the next page, it's the last line of the paragraph, but it appears on the top of the next page. While the open is the opposite, it is the first line and it appears at the bottom of the page.
Excellent. So let us just confirm that we proofread the document and we check the spelling also. I prefer, if you want to do so, you have to scan the document from the beginning. So put the pointer at the start of the document and go to review. Just click on spelling and grammar. This will give you all the suggestions, starting with the inspiration. Inspiration is wrong. The suggestion is given here. Just select to go ahead. Accumulation also, the suggestion is given is correct. Just select. We have to, what about runners? Shall I put a comma? If you want to put this, to confirm the suggestion, you have to click here that there is a comma. Marathon runners, comma, need to run. I don't think a comma is required. Do you think? To avoid enjoying, or to avoid, sorry, injury, to avoid injury, marathon runners, comma. So the comma is required here. It is. If it is to be added, so select the suggestion, otherwise you can see. For the name and the center number and the candidate number, you have to ignore. But just click ignore once, don't ignore all. Now got completed. Now we have to confirm that there is no widows, there is no orphan, all the stuff are proper. Just take a read, that there is no blank pages, all the styles are applied, spacing is consistent between all items as instructed. I think it is. When I scroll down on the entire document, you will find that the entire document is proper. Everything is okay. There is no widows, no orphans. Okay, click save. Save the document and print it. we will stop here and continue from our next class. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.